You are looking at the ultimate survival bunker in human history. We are locked inside Noah's Ark, surrounded by a global storm. Hollywood shows you a chaotic zoo. But how did 8 humans actually sustain their physical strength and gut health for over a year? Drop your modern assumptions, because this ancient survival diet will blow your mind.
This wasn't a panicked, last-minute escape. It was a perfectly calculated, divine logistics strategy.
Look at the blueprint given before the rain started. Genesis 6:21 commands, "You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten, and store it away as food for you and for them."
Every single calorie in this room was chosen for ultimate preservation and density.
There are no fresh bakeries on an ark. The staple food here? Raw ancient grains, barley, millet, and spelt.
But here is the secret. They didn't just eat them dry. They sprouted them using the natural humidity.
Spouted grains unlock massive amounts of live enzymes, making them highly digestible. High fiber, complex carbs
that fueled the exhausting daily labor of feeding thousands of animals without causing energy crashes.
Next, look at this. Dried figs, dates, and raw honeycomb. No processed sugar or preservatives existed. These dried fruits are packed with potassium and natural sugars. Raw honey was their literal medicine. An antibacterial powerhouse that never spoils.
Protecting their bodies from pathogens in a closed environment.
Before the flood, humanity's diet was strictly plant-based.
Dinner is served. A dense lentil and chickpea stew.
These pulses are indestructible over time and loaded with clean, anti-inflammatory protein. Modern biohackers spend thousands on clean gut health supplements, completely missing that this raw, zero-toxin, high-fiber ancient plate is the ultimate formula.
For over 370 days, eating here wasn't about pleasure, it was an act of survival, strict restraint, and absolute faith. Every single bite carried the weight of the human race. Genesis 8:1 reminds us, "But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and the livestock that were with him in the ark."
They didn't survive because of luck. They survived because of obedience, discipline, and a bulletproof lifestyle.
The storm always passes, but the lifestyle formula remains.
If this changed how you read Genesis, share this video and comment below. Could you survive 40 days on Noah's plate? Next week, we are traveling to the royal palace of Babylon to uncover the Daniel fast, the ultimate biblical biohack. We will find out how a simple 10-day ancient plant diet outperformed the king's richest royal feasts and changed the science of fasting forever. Until then, stay curious.